It's U.S. Open tennis time, and I'm in love, I'm annoyed, I'm impressed, and I'm underwhelmed. Let me explain TYT Sports. Let's talk about love first. It's the new, delightful player, Victoria Duval, 17-year-old Haitian-born American, defeated former Grand Slam champ Sam Stosur in the first round. She missed her chance on the first three set match points, but on the fourth match point, Victoria Duval defeated Sam Stosur. She's got the voice of an 8-year-old. She is 17, but she's got the game of a much older player. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as she goes into the subsequent rounds at the U.S. Open. I do want to focus a little bit of attention on her post-match interview in which she said, I'm going to quote here, "Count the number of cliches that she strung together in this interview. There's a lot to be thankful for," or in her voice, "There's a lot to be thankful for. I don't take anything for granted. You never know what can happen any day. I thank God every day for everything that's happened." Great. What am I impressed by? Of course, Serena Williams just plowing through this tournament, 2 rounds. I think she dropped 4 games in both matches. So she's either heading for a championship or some psychological, mental blow-up. Either way, it's going to be awesome. Heartbreak for Venus Williams. She defeated number 12, Kirsten Flipkens. Now, if you're number 12 seeded Kirsten Flipkens, how annoyed are you that your first round match is against Venus Williams? I know Venus is recovering from that autoimmune disease and hasn't played well in the past year during her comeback, but still, it's Venus Williams. She's a great player, and sure enough, she defeated number 12 in the first round, but it wasn't enough. She lost in the second round to the Chinese player Zhi Zhang or Zheng Xi. All right, so before this tournament, James Blake announced that he was going to retire after the U.S. Open. James Blake retiring, James Blake's career really never even got started. He made some splashes in a couple tournaments. He went kind of deep. People loved him. But James Blake really never panned out to be anything. Sure enough, he had a 2-set lead in the first round of this, in his first round match, and he blew it to Ivo Karlovic. He lost at like 1 o'clock in the morning in front of about 200 fans, and that's the way James Blake's career ends. He's going to have a great retirement because all tennis players do, but it was an underwhelming performance in this tournament and in his whole career, his long career. Sloane Stephens is looking sharper. We talked about her in previous years, but she's doing better than ever here at this U.S. Open. She's into the third round. She had 6 double faults in her first match. She corrected that and played a fantastic second round match to win in straight sets against the good-looking Radwanska. Can you believe there are 2 women in the draw, both named Radwanska? And so Sloane Stephens, an American hopeful, let's look for her in third round in subsequent action. And I can't stop talking about the U.S. Open. I can't leave the U.S. Open without mentioning that I can't stand the U.S. coverage of TV. It's just so goofy and trivial and banal. It's about these wide generalities. They do very little tennis analysis. I like Chris Fowler, but I don't know what he's doing in tennis. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't say anything. I get really annoyed by the U.S. tennis coverage. Luckily, I like watching the sport. Now, the irony is I'm not exactly giving detailed tennis analysis here either, but I don't have 3 hours to watch a whole match or 18 hours a day to watch all the matches. I'm not a tennis analyst. I can't break it all down and look at the stats and analyze where they went wrong and all. I'm a people's representative. I'm just talking to you person to person about my observations at the U.S. Open. But these guys on ESPN, they should analyze the tennis, and they don't. They just talk about history and what their career records are and how many Grand Slams they're going for and all that nonsense. So it's really disappointing. Anyway, as we get deeper into the tournament, you can be sure I'll be talking about the Big Four and whether Roger Federer actually deserves to be mentioned in the Big Four, or is it now a Big Three? But Djokovic, Murray, Nadal, and Federer are all still going strong, as well as Del Potro and Berdych and David Ferreira. They're all going. So it's going to be a good tournament. Stay tuned for my videos on TYT Sports. Follow me on Twitter at Dave Kohler. Subscribe to this channel. It really helps us out at Rick Strom. And demand more Dave Kohler doing tennis videos.